I got sent back 2 ink game. This is how it went. First was red light, green light. As soon as it started, I got a boost by Clutch. Started running forward, eager to make it to the end. I turned back around to help Clutch. We got shot once more, but I grabbed Clutch so it would be faster for both of us. Clutch let go. I have no clue why, but then a exploiter teleported me to the end. Shin2Go was his username. Red light, green light ended so. It was time for Dalgona, so we made our way and got our cookies as delicious as they looked. We couldn't eat it until we finished carving them out, which was upsetting since most of us had bad appetites. We went to get our cookies and returned to the playground ready to carve the cookies. I got Star, it's one of the easy ones. We began carving out the cookies. With Dalgona out of the way, we moved back to the beds and lights out had started. The fog made it harder to see, and then the lights shut off, making it even harder. I went down looking to see if I could get a kill. That was the exploiter using his script too. Try kill everyone for a free win. The exploiter used auto-lock on players. He switched to me, and I was about to attack when I got pushed. I was on low health, so I had to go away from there. I needed to eat to regenerate my health, then went back out there. I ran back out and started to attack again. I got low health again, so I had to stop being an idiot and calm down. Lights out had ended, now it was time for hide and seek. I spun the machine and ended up with Seeker. I gathered that there wasn't going to be a lot of hiders, so it was pure luck if I found one. 5 hiders, so I had to be lucky to find one. The cutscene ended as we spawned it to look for the hiders. Was going to enter that room when I noticed a hider run in the corner of my eye, so I went to check to see if it was a hider. It was in fact a hider, so I knew we had to kill him so we would make it to the next game. We spent ages chasing this one guy. He was hard to catch, but with my sliding it got easier and easier. I eventually killed him, making me safe from elimination. Moving on from hide and seek, we entered jump rope. We loaded in and I waited my turn. I made it past jump rope and waited for the others to come across. Moving on to glass bridge. I jumped onto the first one, but I didn't want go first, just in case I died. I ended up going first anyway, because everyone else was too scared to jump. Me and this other guy were the only two that made it, so we had to wait. They didn't know what glass platform it was, so I decided to help them out a bit so we can move on. It was now Mingle. It started spinning, so we waited for it to stop. We had to a group of 1 in a room, so we all split running into a room. Back on the podium, we waited for it to swing again and tell us the number of how many we have to be in. It was groups of 3, so I instinctively went to a door, not realizing there was already a group of 3 there. So I turned and went to the 2 waiting outside, and we managed to survive. I got pushed to the floor for no reason, so then the bacon grabbed the guy around the neck, so I had to push him so we wouldn't die. Mingle ended, and we moved to Sky Squid Game, the new game mode that came out. I looked back while the doors closing. This is the last game, no turning back now. We went up to the first structure. I looked at my teammate before shouting to take out the bacon, but he didn't like that, so he drop-kicked me to the floor and started to choke me. It started, and I ran straight to the pole hoping to get it. I managed to grab the pole, so I swing it a bunch, hoping to knock one off. I knocked the bacon and the brown-haired guy that was with me and Mingle so we can move to the second platform. They looked at me like I was a monster, but I'm only playing by the rules. He suggested Andre the guy to my right. I put not yet because 2 of us can at least make it. I threw the pole because I didn't need it anymore. The bridge opened and we moved to the second platform. I moved to, pushed the button and grabbed the pole, but accidentally punching my teammate off, killing him. I grabbed the second pole and everyone jumped around too. Try not get knocked off, but I knew someone else had to die, so I had to kill one. He jumped and jumped again in midair. That was weird, but I swing again, knocking him off. I put the pole on my back and we chilled, waiting for the timer to end. The guy was greedy and tried attacking me too. Knocked me off, but I moved out the way in time and I got my pole and did what had to be done. I made my way back down the elevator and was met by the guards. The guards pointed because they noticed I won from last time, so they were impressed. I stood waiting for the boat too. Be ready, suddenly the door opened and was greeted by more guards. They led me into the room and entered the boat. The guards took me back with my money and that was it. I was the only one who survived.